So,
we got our match.
Regardless, SCG Premium.
Hashtag SCG Premium.
Yeah, and the question is, all right, Brad claims that he's going to move to Star City for the week. You're going to Star City. Where is StarCityGames.com located? All right, so see if you guys know your geography.
Actual street.
Not the actual street. We're just looking for the city and the state.
All right.
All right, so the city and state where StarCityGames.com is located. So in case you guys didn't know, you know, you'll see who tweets in and you'll find out the correct answer.
It's
but
not
if
on
you
the
do
shirt.
know, if you know, tweet in and you'll have a chance at 6 months premium from StarCityGames.com. So let's go to the sideboard.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Eric, again, he's still the cutting wish sideboard.
Yeah.
So maybe Disrupt.
I don't think it'll be that good. Disrupt doesn't seem that good in this matchup.
Well, his opponent does have Force of Will, so every time your opponent has Force of Wills, you want the Disrupt.
But David also, he does know that David's going to be bringing in counterbalances, which are really good against 1-drops.
Sure.
Like, he's going to have a tough time resolving his high tides.
Okay.
So I think bringing in more 1-drops
Yep.
is something that doesn't really need to happen.
All right. And how's David going to sideboard?
That's what David's going to bring in. And he obviously has cards like Oblivion Ring and Snaring Bridge and Path to Exile or Sword Splasher that all come out. So he's going to bring in Nihil Spell Bombs, another Academy Ruins, just to get these cards out of his deck.
He's going to bring the Light and Tutor for sure, because he's bringing in the counterbalances.
Yeah, and he's probably just going to bring in a Tormod's Crypt just to rip a graveyard apart. Like, he just has so many dead cards.
What is this card right here?
That's the burn spell card.
Oh, yes. Okay, sure. So, all right, yeah, so he's definitely going to take out the plows, like you said, and the Snaring Bridges. All right, so Eric won a long game there, and the Blue-Red Delver player is awaiting the finals.
Yes.
So he's got to be feeling pretty good because, you know, Blue-Red versus High Tide, I think he's got to know that he's heavily favored there.
Yes.
Yeah. So 9:52 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I heard there's some snow on the East Coast.
Yeah, there's more snow on the East Coast than from where I'm from, North Dakota.
North Dakota. What city are you from?
Bismarck.
Bismarck.
Well, technically, I'm Mandan.
Okay. I'm sure nobody has
no
heard
one
of
knows
either.
Mandan. Well, Bismarck is the capital.
Okay. What's the biggest? Is it Fargo? Is like
It's the biggest city, yeah.
biggest city?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I lived for about 3 years.
Fargo.
Fargo's actually a pretty sweet city.
There was a movie called Fargo, right?
Yes, it's all fiction.
Did it take place in North Dakota?
No, they filmed it in Canada and Minnesota.
But was it supposed to be taken like
Yeah,
the
it's
plot?
supposed to, yeah, the plot's taken in Fargo and Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah, I never saw that movie, but maybe I'll look into it.
I mean, it's actually the film. They only spend one scene in Fargo, but the name Fargo is what they really wanted it as.
Okay.
So most of the movie took place in Minnesota.
Yeah, they're filming the next Batman right by my house.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the new Batman. I think it's coming out. I think it's this summer. Yeah, summer of 2012.
Wait, it's coming out and they're still filming it?
Well, this was back in like October or September. So maybe it's not gonna come out until 2013.
Yeah, probably 2013.
Yeah.
Oh,
It comes out this summer.
Did you see them filming it?
No, I didn't know. It was the next town over, the town called Newark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's
Newark?
Yeah, well, some people call it Newark, but some people call it
Newark.
Newark. Yeah, just kind of the pronunciation. So you probably flew into Newark before for a tournament or no?
I've never been to New York or close to around there.
Okay.
The
Newark
first time
is in New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been to New Jersey or New York.
Really? Okay, yeah. There was a Grand Prix in Jersey.
The first time I'll be there is for JVL's wedding.
Okay, cool. When is that?
I can't tell the public the date.
Oh, okay. All right.
There'd be masses coming there and just trying to find the chapel.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so we'll see if both players decide to keep, which I think they will.
Yeah, the game is starting.
All right, so
and
there it is. Turn 1, Mox Opal and Seed of Cyanide from David.
Seed of Cyanide.
What's it called? Synod?
Synod.
All right. There's an island from Eric Becker, who's playing High Tide, and there's a Preordain. I mean, Preordain, Ponder, Brainstorm. Of course, he's gonna find all his combo pieces.
Yes.
Back in the day, you had to settle for like Impulse. I mean, Impulse is good, but now you have Forbidden Alchemy, which
Back in
is.
the day, you just had to do accumulated knowledge a bunch of times.
I mean, cumulative knowledge is awesome.
Yeah.
So. All right, so the Mox Opal gets turned on from the Ancient Den, and there's a Thopter Foundry from David. It's probably gonna resolve. It's not too scary quite yet.
Yeah, and then a main phase Brainstorm.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Any reason why he does this?
Because Eric's tapped out and he has disrupt sideboard.
Okay. I mean, any reason why he wouldn't want to brainstorm first to see his next cards? Yeah. All right. Maybe we could ask David about that. But looks like he has a Jace.
Maybe he wanted to know if the Thopter was going to get forced.
Yeah. That's definitely reasonable because he has Jace in his hand.
Yeah.
I mean, a line of play right here could be, next turn drop the sword because he has it, or just drop Jace and try to tick it up as much as he could. Maybe brainstorm, get some more card advantage. All right, so Eric plays a Scalding Tarn and just passes the turn. So
all right, David can.
Yeah, he's going for the Jace. Oh, he's got Tezzeret.
Force into force.
Yeah,
I think he's probably going to brainstorm and try to find something to.
Yeah, possibly. But if he was going to brainstorm, why would he sack the Tarn? Oh, because remand. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I want a counter. I just want to start the beats.
So does Eric have the Force of Will or not? Pretty important turn right here.
Yeah, very important.
Yeah, I mean, if Eric has the Force, David's only left with a sword, which is neat, but it's going to be kind of slow. With Tezzeret, it definitely speeds up the clock.
All right.
Okay, so he has the Force.
All right, yeah. So instead of putting it back in his hand, he just counter.
Exactly. All right, so David is just left with a sword in his hand, so he does have the combo. But Eric will have 3 lands now. And Eric's in the driver's seat again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that combo's going to take about 4 turns to kill him once it gets active.
Yeah.
4 to 5 turns.
Yeah, I mean, so by then Eric's going to have, his combo just pretty much sculpted in his hand.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So at least that's what his plan is. All right, there's
still
a Ponder.
A shot in the dark.
Yeah, of course. When you're playing a deck called Shot in the Dark, you always have a shot in the dark. All right, Eric's thinking about this this Ponder. He's thinking, what do I need? He's trying to set up the
what am I
combo.
Do with my trophy?
I don't think he's thinking that. I think he's definitely focusing on this game. This game's still not locked up. I mean, it's looking good for him, but it's definitely not locked up. So he decides to keep with Ponder. Plays a Scalding Tarn. Thinking. It's like a lot of thinking.
Yeah, I mean.
With High Tide.
Yeah,
these combo matchups.
It's a ton of math. It's a ton of figuring out your percentages.
Yeah. All right. Oh, so it was Enlightened Tutor his last card. Yeah, I thought it was a sword for some reason. Yeah. All right.
That's kind of scary that he's just gonna drop a counterbalance and just pray.
Yeah. So Beckers has to be cautious now.
I feel like David pigeonholed himself in this match. He just went all in on Tezzeret. That didn't work. Now he's all in on a counterbalance that doesn't even have a top.
I mean, what else is he to do? Oh, well, Becker has the Force anyway. All right. All right, so Eric draws a card for the turn. This is probably another brainstorm, I bet. Yeah.
With the Sackline in place, so he can put 2 cards he doesn't want back. And
yeah, I mean, David can't even make a guide. Not that it matters, but I mean, maybe he could. Maybe he could just sack everything. It's an all-in. What do you think? He went all in on Tezzeret.
I think I would make a token then go all in. Yeah, I think that's definitely a play.
Really? I mean, it's a play.
What else are you gonna do?
I mean, David has
top decking. At least, I guess you don't want to sack 1 because you have Tezzeret's.
Yeah, exactly. Chase. I mean, if he's gonna sack 1, he has to sack everything.
Draw,
yeah.
It's not worth sacrificing just the 1 for this turn, and it doesn't help your clock at all.
Yeah.
But next turn, well, yeah, it does help your clock because if you're gonna make 4 tokens.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, Eric's just in great shape here.
Oh, I want to see David do it. All in me.
Yeah, right?
Make a token, hit you for 1.
All right, so Eric sacks the Scalding Tarn. Fetches up an island. It's got to be kind of annoying to play against High Tide sometimes, right? You're just sitting there, you're just Doesn't really matter what you do sometimes.
Oh, he just merchant scrolled? It was so fast I didn't even see what was in play.
For a high tide. So he might be going off next turn. David might only have one draw. Well, there's a brainstorm. That's a decent one. He gets to look at 3 more cards. Gets to keep one of them.
Be counterbalance and top.
We can only keep one.
I know, but then you put counterbalance in and...
But yeah. To stop the high tide.
Yeah.
He said it was just a flooded strand.
Yeah.
that he puts into play. Now he sacks it. Will Eric go off this turn?
Go all in.
Go all in. Go all in. I don't think we give the player play advice.
Yeah, I don't think we should go. Runner, go tell him to go all in.
All right, there's a shot at David. All right, so Eric ponders. So maybe he's not going off this turn. David places his deck there to be cut or shuffled. I think a note's coming over here. F6.
Not going all in.
Yeah. Just wants to skip his turn. For those of you who don't know, that's a Moto reference. If you press F6 on Moto, you skip your turn.
Well,
skip all phases.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you hit F6 by mistake and you want to undo it, you hit F3.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't run an F3 button, so if he F6 and Eric time spirals and David gets a force wheel, he's not allowed to cast it.
That's just the rule.
If he's playing by Moto rules. Wow.
There's no mouse to right click.
Yeah, Eric's just taking. You know, honestly, I think Eric might be should be issued a caution or a warning for slow play.
Yeah, he does takes very long on his turns.
Yeah. If I was opponent's side, I would just tell him. I'd be like, yo, you're just taking too long. I mean, we understand that
he is playing spells though.
It doesn't matter if you play spells or you don't play spells. You still have to play at a reasonable pace.
I mean, if you continue to play different spells, I think you're fine.
No. All right, Eric passes the turn.
The F6 button disappears.
Yeah. I don't know what David drew. He just, drew the card, put it down. Couldn't really tell. All right, we're still getting tweets in on that question. Where is StarCityGames.com headquarters located? The city and state we're looking for.
Yes.
All right, so Eric taps his island. Ponder. Wow, so many ponders, so many brainstorms.
And still no killing.
Yeah, he's just slowly setting everything up.
Every card is just cantrip into a cantrip into a cantrip.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if David did just go all in, that would have been a better chance.
I think, by far.
Yeah.
I think he should have just went all
sack everything.
Yeah, I don't see why he didn't.
Yeah. At least he would have pressure,
win?
Yeah. Eric's on 16. He probably would have been on like 8 by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to win just sitting there, I don't think.
Nope.
Pressing F6. That's not a winning strategy, unless you time the person out. I think we're going to see a merchant scroll. All right, still some. I don't even know what's going on. Just a lot of thinking. Maybe the other match would have been more exciting.
What? I wasn't paying attention. I was falling asleep.
Ah, okay.
No. It would have. It was high impact. It took 10 minutes.
Yeah, it did, yeah. All right, so there's a merchant scroll.
This really feels like those matches when you can't lose it. It's like Esper control against green-white tap-out.
Okay.
Or, like green-white tokens.
Sure.
You're going to beat it, so you kind of toy with it a little bit.
Want to play extra careful, extra cautiously.
Yeah, let the board interact a little. Let them think that they have a chance. Keep blowing them out.
So there's an intuition. All right, so David draws for his turn. and passes the turn right back to Eric. All right, there's another island from Eric.
All right,
And he
just says go.
Says go. Yeah.
Look at this. He would have been dead.
Yeah, really. All right, so there's an intuition. What does he get an intuition for? What do you think here? Time spirals?
Time spiral.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. So Eric fetches up time spirals. David gives him the time spiral.
All right. I think he gave him the wrong one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So there's a shot at David once again.
Still smiling.
A little less animated, though, than before.
Well, yeah, he's losing.
All right. Eric just passes the turn
Why
again.
is he not? He would have been dead by now.
Who, David? Or Eric?
Eric.
Yeah, if he just went all in.
Yeah, if he just went all in with the soft trick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Eric would have played differently. So he's got a Cunning Wish for
Pact.
Yeah, Cunning Wish for Pact might be okay. If that's what he's worried about. Yeah, alright, so he's got a Cunning Wish for Pact.
Now this is going to allow him to set up his combo even more.
Yeah.
This is going to protect him from Force of Will that David may or may not have.
Sure. Now he's got to sack that Misty Rainforest, go get another island. Alright, so that's his 6th island right now. So some more shuffling from Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to cast Cunning Wish.
Another.
Now,
Alright, he's been setting his hand up, and he still only has 3 cards.
probably-
Come on.
This has been like,
A
it
million
feels like
turns.
10 turns. Yeah. Long game here.
It feels like this top 8 started at 6 p.m. and it's now midnight.
Nah. Yeah, so Eric's still thinking what he wants to do exactly. A lot of options when you play High Tide.
Yes.
That's one thing that it doesn't lack. It doesn't lack options. He's gonna get... I don't even think he knows what he wants. He's just cutting wishes, you know? He's like, I'll just cutting wish. Sometimes when you cutting wish, you have a plan of what you want to get. Other times,
Sometimes you just kind of look through.
Yeah, look through. See what you feel like. Alright, Eric's definitely taking his time here. Alright, so Blue Sun Zenith.
Alright, so we got a Blue Sun Zenith.
Finally decides on Blue Sun Zenith. He'll untap. Maybe some confusion. Maybe David's just joking around. I'm not too sure.
Where's the high five?
Yeah, no high five there. Alright, so here comes the High Tide. Alright, so the F6 is showing that he doesn't have a Force of Will. Maybe it's a bluff, maybe not.
No, I don't think you can bluff with F6.
Yep.
He's still touching. Man, that guy is just strange.
Alright, so Eric has a High Tide that resolved. So he's adding blue to his mana pool.
Yes. Alright.
And there's a
High
Merchant
Tide
Scroll.
A Merchant Scroll, yeah.
Yeah. So he's gonna. He's still going on. There's a turnabout. So you know.
I just can't wait till he keeps tapping that 6, and then all of a sudden, Eric's gonna play a spell, and he's just gonna put his finger up hold.
Force of Will.
Force of Will.
Yeah.
He should have just went F2. That would have been really funny. He should make
F4.
Or F4, sure.
Yeah. All right. There's a turnabout. So he's gonna have 4 mana floating.
Yeah.
All right. So Eric gets to untap all his lands.
My argument with her was that disqualified from the seal also. We were talking about that.
Yeah, I think David's just telling him a bad beat story. He's like, you wouldn't believe it. I went to the Cold Stone Creamery.
Yeah.
We're at a birthday cake
I
remix.
want it, I love it.
Yeah.
They give me, I like it.
Come on, are you serious?
Yeah.
I gotta have it. I think that's one of the flavors too, right? One of the sizes.
They're all
Like
sizes.
it,
Yeah,
love it, gotta
have
have it.
Alright, taps 2, which is technically 4.
4, yeah. Eric's doing some more math in his head. He's unsure.
Untaps, takes 4 out of his pool.
Do you think if Eric played with his hand face up, David would help him? I sometimes offer that to my opponent.
6 mana
Okay, so there's a blue Sun Zenith.
for, I don't know what X is.
Well, he had 4, so it should be for
1, 2,
Two.
3,
should be 7, right?
4, 5,
5, 6, 7. I think it's 7. Yep.
Yeah.
I was right. So blue Sun Zenith gets shuffled into his deck. This High Tide deck must be really difficult to play. Have you ever played High Tide before?
No.
Yeah. You know High Tide like came out in like 1998 in Rome.
The spell or the deck?
The deck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 98. Yeah. Federico Dato made top 4 with it in Pro Tour Rome 1998 after starting off 1 and 2. All right. High Tide number 2 for the turn. I saw David still pressing that F6 piece of paper.
Guy's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's good. All right, there's a Brainstorm. No, not a Brainstorm. Looked like he was going to cast a Brainstorm. Decided to take it back. Why not? Oh, he cast a Brainstorm anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so still with that F6. David's having a lot of fun. He's telling his friends, he's like, hey, I'm pressing F6, what's going on? Alright, so Eric really, you know, playing this game really serious.
Can't wait until
Doesn't
he
want to
like,
make any...
Can't wait till he screws up with the F6 and there's something that they should have done, and the David's gonna be like, oh my god, this is a bad beat story. I accidentally F6s in this game.
Like, oh,
Skip my whole turn.
So you were playing on Moto?
Yeah,
like,
this is my 9th land drop.
No, it was real life, man. You know? It's like...
He wins this game somehow, and then he accidentally touches it next round.
Yeah.
Storm 6, David was basically ignoring the board at this point.
Alright, there's the 3rd High Tide of the turn. So there's 3 High Tides. So all his islands are to produce 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't he like 100% just to go off on this, I guess? I guess not if he doesn't have... I guess it's not 100%, but it's still just crazy that...
Yeah.
This game's not over.
Yeah, he's still debating on what he wants to do. So...
Is he just like the world's best troll? Is he just trolling us?
He's like taking like he has the win, but he's just taking the maximum amount of time.
Yeah. He's like, oh, Brad's hungry for some cereal? He's not going to get any.
Should we go to Buffalo Wild Wings after this?
Done.
All right. Buffalo Wild Wings it is.
I don't think we won't have time. I don't think they're open at 3 a.m.
Well, right now it's only... All right, so there's a brain freeze
Oh, wow.
for a
Is
lot.
that a kill condition? It's on the stack.
Yep.
F6? No, he can't respawn. He's
Yeah.
F6'd.
I think
Be a
Eric's
man of your word.
explaining the remand to him. All right, so the brain freeze is going to get remand. And then he's going to recast the brain freeze.
Yes.
So it should be... All right,
Yeah,
finally
there
last
we
game. All right, so congratulations to Eric. You won the world's longest game of Magic. with High Tide, baby.
With high tech.
Yeah, so
right,
he
but,
beats David 2-0. So
We actually have a winner
We
for
do.
someone.
yeah, and just like we predicted, it's going to be Blue-Red Delver versus High Tide. All right, so we're back, and we're going to have our winner in about